to be given to us by Mary Joy Iliga.
Let's bow our heads. Dear Lord, Father of all, thank you for today. Thank you for ways in which you provide for us. Thank you for your protection and love. Help us focus our hearts and minds now on what we are about to learn. Inspire us by your Holy Spirit as we listen and write. Guide us by your eternal light as we discover more about the world around us. We ask all this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Okay, good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Dela Cruz. Good afternoon, teachers.
Okay, remain standing for our dance exercise. Okay, our secretary, please check the attendance this afternoon. Okay, this afternoon we will have a debate on is 20 pesos enough allowance for one day. So I will give the floor to our moderator to start our debate.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone, to our judges. This afternoon, we will have a class debate, but before that, I will give you the rules. First, each group is to agree on 2 or 3 significant points on arguments. Second, the pro group will read the first point of argument. A debate on the validity on that particular point will ensue, providing others in the group opportunities to elaborate and the con group opportunities to counter. Third, one person speaks at a time, no side discussions. Fourth, all comments must address the previous student comment directly. You may not simply ignore the argument and shift the argument to unrelated point. Fifth, each person will credit the source of any statistics, quotation, survey, or other research information at the time that source mentioned during the debate. Each member will be given 2 minutes to give his or her statement. The bell will ring after 2 minutes. We have also the etiquette for the debate. First, all members of each side must participate in the debate. Second, maintain good eye contact with the audience. Third, use proper language and be polite in referring to your opposing team. Lastly, I will give you the rubrics for today's debate. Each team will rate by category on scale of 1 to 10 and count all 10 evenly for a total of 100 points. First, the appearance of the team appropriately dressed. Second, opening statements were well organized by the first speaker. Third, team members addressed remarks to the audience. Fourth, the topic was presented clearly. Fifth, both team members participated equally in opening statement. Sixth, students spoke loud enough to be heard. Seventh, rebuttal was specific to arguments made by the opposing team's opening statement. Eighth, both team members participated equally in the rebuttal. Ninth, answers to audience questions were well thought out. 10. Respect was shown throughout the debate for the opening team. No personal issues, interruptions, and etc. Are you excited on our debate?
Yes!
I will not make it longer anymore. I would like to present to you the proposition team. To start with their chairman, Jeneline Escarola. Their second speaker, Merijoy Iligan. Their third speaker, Rasmia Kansa. Their fourth speaker, Aida Saligan. And their fifth speaker, Abdullah Gonga. We have also the opposition team, starting with the chairman, April Shane Idulsa. Their second speaker, Jamel Salikula. Their third speaker, Joan Habonero. Their fourth speaker, Mohamedin Hassan. And the last, their fifth speaker, Justin Maidel. So each team, you will have your yells or any other yells about your team. opposition team.
Opposition, where are we? We are the opposition, never be surrender. Boom, papa, eya, eya, boom, papa, eya, eya. We are the opposition, never be the loser. Boom, papa, eya, eya, boom, papa, eya, eya. Opposition, opposition, go, go, go. Opposition, opposition, go, go, go.
Thank you, opposition team, for that very wonderful yells. Our moderator for this afternoon, truly yours, Trisha Jane Dunguan, and our timekeeper is by Kendra Kansa. Our judges, Mr. George C. Antoniego, a senior teacher, Mr. Arnel C. Kaaya, a mathematics teacher, and our very own principal, Mr. Abdul Nasser M. Nawal, represented by Mr. Hermosus Kapilitan, our science teacher. Are you ready?
Yes!
Then let's start the debate. Allowance is an amount of money that are given by our parents regularly for a special purpose. Money is involved in many things and situations around the world. Every person has experienced, even wants to see and hold money. So, it's indeed a big part of everyone's life. It can be formed of metal coin or piece of paper. But people value these things to sustain their everyday needs like food, water, and clothes. We're given by our parents or guardians an allowance for our daily needs, wants, and for our project. But wait, if we're given by our parents 20 pesos allowance for a day, is it enough or not? Let's hear the voice of the first team, the proposition.
Good afternoon, Chairperson, judges, opposition, and audience. The topic for today's debate is 20 pesos allowance enough for one day. We, the proposition team, believe that the statement is true. For us, 20 pesos is enough for one day's allowance because of the situation that we have. Our parents are farmers and have limited resources to give more than 20 pesos allowance a day. They have priorities to face for our daily needs more than giving us 20 peso allowance. We believe that as long as we know how to set priorities, our needs, we know how to use it or to budget. 20 pesos is more than enough. Being enrolled in a public institution, we are being taught by our teachers to be resourceful in all projects or activities that we have. The foods are cheaper than in other schools. That's why we, the proposition team, believe that 20 pesos is enough for one day.
We disagree the definition of the proposition team that 20 pesos allowance is enough for one day. Why? Even the food in the canteen are cheaper than the other. For us and the opposition team, 20 pesos is not enough allowance for one day because in the unit cost, prices of the goods in the market was higher. We know that in our generation, most of our needs are more than 20 pesos to support our expenses and wants in daily life. We have 7 subjects per day and all of those subjects require us to buy materials like bond papers, colored papers that would be deducted to our allowance. So, how can we say that 20 pesos is enough? We also buy foods, snacks, merienda, and soft drinks during recess time, cold water for lunch time. Therefore, 20 pesos is not enough.
To save money from our allowance, instead of buying foods in the canteen, why not bring on baon? This can really keep our daily budget super low, especially special to us students. For merienda, cooked fruits available in our garden. It's healthier. Drink water instead of soft drinks or juices. Water
people know this, but not all people are willing to take action. It requires self-control and discipline to do this. If we really love ourselves and our parents, just bring a big Coleman good for all day.
It's burden for us to bring big Coleman. How about our unexpected contribution in our school? The wrapping paper we bought in the canteen for our math subject. Bond paper and construction paper we use in our math. Manila paper for other subjects. Are you sure that 20 pesos is enough? I doubt it. How about load for our cell phone? It is necessary for us to have load for any emergency. How can we respond immediately to our parents in case of emergency? We spent 12 pesos for it.
Yes, we experience unexpected contribution in our school, but it's minimal. If we have saved money in our Queen Band, we can use it. About the bond paper, construction papers, wrapping papers, and among others, we can buy in the canteen in the cheapest price. But if we don't have budget for it, why not ask help our teachers for that materials? We don't know they can help us. It's not bad to try to seek help to do. As far as I know, teachers in our school are generous and understanding. Just don't forget to say thank you. In using cell phone, we know that we're not allowed to use it in our school. It was stipulated in our school rules but that bringing cell phones in school campus is strictly prohibited. And any who will violate it, there is a corresponding sanction. In case of emergency, our parents can call our advisor or our principal. It said that if may isinuksok, may madurukot.
Are you saying that kung may isinuksok, may madurukot? But how can you say save money when it's not enough for one day? To be 21st century students, we must have equipped with knowledge. We need to use technology and internet to be informed, to be knowledgeable. We must know how to manipulate computer, use internet to be research related to our subjects, to answer questions which is hard to find in the books. Since we don't have it, we're forced to go into the internet cafe and do the research. 20 pesos is not enough because we have to write a sheet and pay 10 pesos for it. The remaining 10 pesos is for payment for the internet. How can we save?
It's true that we students must be at 21st century. Students, we must know how to manipulate computers. We must be informative, we're creative, innovative. We can communicate, we can collaborate, and share ideas. Because critical thinking and technology savvy. But take note, we have an internet in our school. Why not ask help our ICT coordinator or our principal if we can access in the internet for free? No harm in trying to ask permission for that. We don't know, we will be affirmative to use it for free. We have a library in school where many books are there. We can do research and find what are we looking for. It's hard for you to find words or topic as the assistant to our library. We must possess patents and perseverance them. We can save our allowance.
It's good for you to do that research. It's boring for us. It's easy to go to internet in just a second. You will find the word, like going to school. Since our house is far from our school, we need to take a ride, motorcycle or jeep, in going to school. We pay 8 pesos for fare. If it's it back and forth, we spend 16 pesos or more. Nothing is left for merenda and snacks. It's hard to walk 5 kilometers apart from house to school. We get tired. When we arrive in school, our body were tired, result to inattentive in class. We want to sleep, to rest, and play games just to forget the tiredness. How can you learn? That's why most of us ride a jeep or a motorcycle.
Walking is a form of exercise. Why not walk in going to school to save money? Some said that walking is of a form of exercise which helps a lot in our body. Walking every day burns excess fats and tonics. We need time management so that we will not be late in going to school. In the evening, sleep early. Don't waste your time watching television. Wake up early in the morning at 4 a.m. Do household chores, cook food and breakfast and snack. If household chores were finished, to take some rest after take a bath. If your house is 5 kilometers apart from our school, you can start working at 5:30 in the morning. You will be in school at 6:30 a.m. You have 30 minutes to rest before the time. The sacrifice into gain, we don't notice that by walking every day. We become healthier and at the same time we save our allowance.
In the opposition team, we strongly believe that 20 pesos is not enough for allowance for one day. We have our wants and our needs. We want to be belong with the group. We want to be famous. More allowance, more friends. Our parents can give us more than 20 pesos allowance per day.
It's good for the opposition team to have a parent like that. Can afford to give more than 20 pesos a day. But don't forget to remember that most of our parents in our school are farmers. We must consider the situation that we have. We all know that it's not easy to make money. Our parents give us allowances every day, not just to buy foods or snacks. They wanted us how to use money wisely, how we handle money. We have to realize what are the sacrifices of our parents just to give us good education. To help them, we must value what we receive from them, even a single centavo. Set first all your needs and priorities. Giving allowance is not just for our financial assistance. It can also help us to learn the necessary things when it comes to money management. Give them an allowance. An article by David Makura stated that, remember, the purpose of allowance is to give your children the opportunity to learn how to manage through their own successes and failures and the input in their parents.
Thank you, participants, for a job well done. We gain new information in this debate. As students, we must learn how to value even the single centavo that parents give us. We must know how to set priorities. Thank you, participants, judges, and audience.
Okay, thank you, participants, to the inputs that we have in this afternoon on the debate, which is 20 pesos enough allowance for one day. So, there is a result for the debate. Are requesting
The chairman. The chairman.
or any inputs from the audience, or what have you learned from the debate? Audience? Anyone? Okay, what have you learned in the debate? Rahida?
The lesson I learned from debate, the student has time management.
What lesson you heard from the debate?
Sneeze ka. Bitin mo pagbasa.
The reason I learned from debate is that as a state we must know how to use our allowance with the what is criticism is to learn from the debate.
Okay, thank you from the audience. So, what we have learned is time management and ano pa? Okay, save money. Okay, so use your money wisely. Okay, there is a result. Okay, calling the chairman. Okay, chairman to give the result.
Thank you. So congratulations for both proposition and opposition. You gave your idea clearly and wisely. That you have choose the winner. So the winner for this debate is the opposition group.
Okay, thank you. So our winner is the opposition group. Okay, this time, any suggestion from our adjudicators in our debate? Can you have a comments or a suggestion to improve our debate? Sir Arnel?
I think there should be a revamp between the two opposition and the two both things, the proposition and opposition. Every participant or every what do you call this one? The team leader will ask question from the opposition. The same also, the opposition leader will ask some question to the proposition. Okay, so I totally agree with that.
So I have my suggestion during the debate, since one of the criteria there is to address to the audience. So I think the concern will look to the audience as this fact, so that because that is usually the manner and debate, since the statement will be addressed to the audience. So di ba mayroong audience dyan? So they will look to the audience.
My comment is, in giving your ideas, can we emphasize what is the idea that you are giving? Give, kumbaga, bigyan nyo ng kaukulang punto para naman kahit sa for those audience that listening, they will get your idea and we will support you also with your idea. That's all.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, thank you, sir, for the good suggestion. And next time, we will apply all your suggestions. Okay, thank you, participants, for this wonderful afternoon.